Jai Shri Mataji. Buongiorno fratelli e sorelle e benvenuti alla meditazione del mattino.
Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning, brothers and sisters, and welcome to this morning meditation.
Oggi mediteremo sull'elemento acqua e la musica di sottofondo sarà il raga cantato dal mare.
Today we meditate on the water element. The background music is a raga, singing by the sea.
Possiamo iniziare la nostra meditazione inchinandoci ai piedi di loto di nostra madre, facendo namaskar.
We can start our meditation by bowing at our mother's lotus feet and making namaskar.
Ora possiamo alzarci la kundalini e darci 7 bandhan.
Now we can raise our kundalini and give us 7 bandhans.
Omaggio a te, Shri Ganesha. Per favore, rendici puri ed innocenti e donaci tutte le tue divine qualità.
Salutation to you, Shri Ganesha. Please, make us pure and innocent and give us all your divine qualities.
Facciamo un respiro profondo.
We take a deep breath.
Lasciamo andare ogni pensiero.
We surrender all our thoughts.
E lasciamoci avvolgere dalle amorevoli benedizioni di Shri Mahalaxmi e di Shri Samudra Devata, che è il nostro padre e il nostro guru.
And let us, the loving blessings of Shri Mahalaxmi and Shri Samudra Devata, our Father and our Guru, descend upon us.
Madre Kundalini, che scorri in me e assumi la forma di acqua, fa che io sia puro e rinfrescante.
Mother Kundalini, you are the one that flows in me. Please take the form of water. Let me be pure and refreshing.
Che possa penetrare sempre più in profondità.
Let me be more and more deep within me.
Che io sia cedevole e senza attaccamenti.
Let me be soft without attachments.
Che possa portare ristoro agli animi agitati in questi tempi bui.
In this dark time, let me bring refreshment to the agitated souls.
Che possa placare la sete dei ricercatori.
Let me quench the thirst of the seekers.
Che possa essere la superficie che riflette il tuo materno amore.
Let me be the surface that reflects your motherly love.
Possiamo invitare la nostra Kundalini a salire dal Muladhara al Sahasrara con la mano destra, lentamente, dolcemente, come acqua che sgorga e rinfresca il nostro corpo sottile.
We can invite our Kundalini to rise from the Muladhara chakra up to Sahasrara chakra with the right hand, calmly and gently, as the water that flows and refreshes.
Ripetiamo questo gesto alcune volte, percependo ad ogni chakra la sacralità del passaggio della dea.
We do this for some times, feeling in every chakra the sacred presence of the goddess.
Bene, ora i nostri Sahasrara sono pronti ad accogliere le parole di Shri Mataji.
And now our Sahasrara are ready to receive Shri Mataji's words.
And that's why this water, which is the purifier. Water is the purifier. Water purifies us physically. And also our poisons are driven out of our liver also by water. Water is a very great element in removing all problems. You use water for so many things, you know how you work out. So this Lakshmi, which is purification, was born out of water. That's why she was called as Mary, as I told you. And I am also called as Meera, meaning born out of water. So one has to understand that today's message is that we inculcate purity. We should not cheat ourselves. It is easy to cheat, but we should inculcate purity within ourselves as a matter of our own achievement, as our own decoration, as our own beauty. And not just because it's a laborious thing or it is a very hard thing, not like that. It should be achieved with great pleasure and happiness. How do we like to have a bath and to be clean and to be presentable? In the same way, we should try to clean our thoughts. Just by paying attention to them, you can clean it. So to keep it pure and simple is take to water element as much as you can. It helps both. It helps ego, it helps spirit. Take to water element. And that is what Lakshmi is. Lakshmi is the one that gives you the Mahalaxmi Tattva. From the Lakshmi only the Mahalakshmi's principle comes in. And this is after the purification through the Lakshmi process. You see, Mahalakshmi is water. So now you tell me.
To cleanse.
That's done now. One cleansing is done. Now what else water does?
Quench the thirst.
Huh?
To satisfy.
Now coming to the hot. It quenches the thirst, the spiritual thirst. You can quench the spiritual thirst of people. Tremendous power. Because when you give realization, that the seeking is over. Alright? Then another one. Now come along. What other power? Think of the water. Nourishment. Nourish. You give spiritual nourishment to people through your power. Even if you are standing there, you are nourishing others. Then it's a solvent. You dissolve their ego, you dissolve their superego. All these powers are your own now after realization. Just think of it. What else?
Divinity.
Huh?
Divinity. Divinity.
But that's very vague, because divinity is, how to relate it with water, people won't understand. So let us put it the other way around. What is it?
To cool down emotions.
What?
To cool down emotions and passions.
You become a cool down person. Very good. Very good. You become cool. Cool personality. You have a cooling effect. Very good. What else?
You can carry others.
Huh?
You can carry others.
With you. You can very gently. And also drown some of them. Drown into the love, into the ocean. Alright? But you can also push them with 2 running jumps, alright? That also can be done. It has another very great quality, that water permeates into the smallest particle. It goes to the roots and it sucks through the roots. So Mahalaxmi power, you just see the roots of a person, you just know where the problem comes from. Jump. Actually it is the awareness, it's the intelligence, it's the sat, the truth part of it, which gets enlightened. And you understand that now where is the problem, and you just go near the root and you are sucked through. You can be easily sucked through. You permeate. You see, when you are sitting near a person and you tell me, Mother, this is catching at the back, the person doesn't know. You have permeated, your personality is permeated into that person. He doesn't know. You are permeated into that person. And you are feeling the roots. See, where is the problem? The water is flowing into that being. The divine water is flowing into that being. And the obstruction is felt through that divine water. And you can say that this is catching, that is catching. So the permeating. And the another one is the glistening of the water. Water glistens, so your skin starts glistening. Your skin becomes very radiant. And the last of all is the reflection. A person who sees you, sees his own reflection, he gets frightened. With me it happens sometimes. And I don't mean anything bad to anyone, but people are unnecessarily frightened of me because they see their reflection. So when they meet you, they see their reflection, they can be very aggressive because they see their reflection. They can be very hard on you because they see their reflection. And if it is clear-cut water, then you see the depth of the person. If you are clear-cut Sahajogis, they feel the depth, clean, and they can see through the spirit shine. These are the qualities of water within us. The more of that, I would say, especially in my body, the water acts as a buffer to protect the chakras. If I don't have water in the body, then I may have problem. So it acts as a buffer. Also it suits your epithelial cells, you can say, it suits your linings. You see, if there's no moisture, you feel all these sinus troubles and all that. It suits everyone. And there are other types of powers of water which we know of. That when it comes out of your eyes, it expresses your compassion, your love, your emotions. That's the only thing out of all the elements which expresses emotions. Water power, I mean. Water has other qualities also, which physics people know, hydrostatics. It has the pressure. It has a pressure. And a person who exists like a Sahajogi will definitely put a pressure on others. He will not aggress, but there will be a pressure and pressure. And another person, if he receives it, then he gets the advantage of it. But if he does not receive it, then he feels pressurized and he feels a little bit dominated. Your neighbors, your family people, in the beginning will feel, there's a pressure because the body achieves a kind of a weight. And that's how the Guru Tattva is formed out of it. And if there is salt, that's Guru principle, then the weight is even more. So today, for water, you should really know that water is a very holy thing, and in our pujas also we use. Especially this thing signifies the Kundalini. That means the Kundalini is the water jar or the carrier, the Aquarius. And this is the age of the Aquarius. So how important is water? And the water is the carrier of divine love. It's the best carrier. And this is the time of the Aquarius, means the Kundalini is made of divine water. So the whole idea of celebrating today the Lakshmi's day is to understand that in us she has become a Mahalaxmi. And by that we have so many powers of which we are not aware. I mean, we do not know also that we are realized souls. Some of us do not know. And that we have those powers within us that we can permeate into others. We can project our personality onto others. We can find out what's wrong with them. We can find out about ourselves. We can go into ourselves. We can go into our permeation is like water is going flowing all the time. And this is a very important thing, that we should be aware of our powers that we have achieved. Then we start respecting ourselves. Then the Raja Lakshmi comes in, and then the Graha Lakshmi comes in, and everything comes with it when we become aware of what we have achieved, of our self-esteem, of our dignity. So this gives us dignity. Mahalakshmi gives us dignity. And that's how we start understanding the value of human dignity. We have our own sense of dignity, and we live with our own dignity. And that's how we should be. Pure, transparent, honest. Within ourselves we should be honest, absolutely honest. Water is so honest to itself. You put anything into the water, it will show. Put any color, it will show. Put any mud, it will show. You have to be so honest to yourself. And the whole thing should work out to be a personality which is very congenial, beautiful, permeating, no doubt, but very beautifully enlightening. Because Mahalakshmi Tattva itself is enlightenment in our awareness. So we have to dedicate ourselves to our purification, to our glorification, because water glorifies, gives you glory. You are all looking so nice and glistening on your face, and I can see the Kanti Rupena Samsita. He said that Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu, Kanti Rupa, the glisten on the face, the light on. And that is there, I see in you all. It has already come. But it should be inside also. Bless you.
Ringraziamo Madre per tutta la conoscenza che ci ha trasmesso e per averci donato la realizzazione del sé.
Thank you, Mother, for all the knowledge you give us and for self-realization.
Ora possiamo alzarci la Kundalini e darci 7 bandhan. Buona giornata a tutti. Jai Shri Mataji.
Now we can rise our Kundalini and give us 7 mountains. Have a good day, Jai Shri Mataji.